Please remain standing as we bring Baba.
All right, we'll now go live to Owerri, Imo State, where the Nddc is unveiling its 25th anniversary logo and launching the Niger Delta Sports Festival mascot. Do stay tuned.
We pledge to offer a lasting solution to the socio-economic challenges of the Niger Delta region. So help us God.
Thank you very much. That was Baba Sempe and Laifa and Nddc Choir. Please, may we take the opening prayers. The last stanza of the national anthem, please. Let's recite it as that suffices the opening prayers, please. Thank you. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed guests and stakeholders in the Niger Delta development, it's with great joy that we gather here today to make a significant milestone, the 25th anniversary of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Nddc. May I at this point respectfully recognize the dignitaries seated here. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I recognize respectfully His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, Owandimo, Senator Hope Ozadema. Please, a round of applause for him. Also in our midst is the Senate Committee Chairman on Nddc, distinguished Senator Asukwo Ekpeyong. Please a round of applause for him. I also recognize all the senators seated here on his entourage. Please, a round of applause for the senators. May I also recognize Honorable Riatake Iboriswenu, House Committee Chairman on NDDC, and all the honorable members of House of Representatives seated here. Please, a round of applause for them. Also in our midst is Her Excellency Lady Chinyere Nhoma Ekomaru, Deputy Governor of Imo State. Please, a round of applause for her. In our midst also is the Speaker, Imo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Chike Olembe. Please, a round of applause for him. May I also recognize in our midst the representative of the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, here represented by Apostle Samuel Eka, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Akwa Ibom State on NDDC Embrace Commission. Apostle will recognize you. Please, a round of applause for him. Let me also recognize the man who is committed to transmitting NDDC from transactions to transformation. Chief Samuel Obuku, PhD, MDCU, NDDC. Please, a round of applause for him. Also in our midst is the chairman of the committee, the planning committee, the Central Planning Committee of NDDC 25 anniversary. Repeat. Alabo Honorable Bumai Yaye, Esquire, DSSRS, Executive Director of Finance and Administration, NDDC, Chairman, Central Planning Committee, NDDC 25th anniversary. Please, a round of applause for him. A round of applause for him. In our midst also is the Executive Director of Corporate Services, Otumba Honorable Ifedayo Sunday Abegudne. Please, a round of applause for him. A round of applause for ED Corporate Services. May I also respectfully recognize members of the 7th Governing Board of NDDC seated here. Please, a round of applause for the Governing Board members. A round of applause for them. Not leaving out the hard-working directors of NDDC. Please, a special recognition for them. A round of applause for all the directors of NDDC who are here. Our Lord, spiritual and temporal, our royal fathers, elder statesmen, women and youths of the region. Not leaving out our stakeholders, very critical stakeholders, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellencies, for a quarter of a century, the NDDC has been at the forefront of driving sustainable development, empowering communities, and transforming lives across the region. On that note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce my co-pilots who will be doing this laudable job with me. Seleme Aso and Telma Ibegu. My name is Sam Chuku. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Excellencies. The MD CEO of the NDDC, members of the 7th Governing Board of the NDDC, members of the Management Committee of the NDDC, distinguished guests, members of the 4th Estate of the Realm, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that we welcome you this afternoon to this momentous occasion, the unveiling of the 25th anniversary logo and of the Commission and the Niger Delta Sports Festival ambassadors and mascots. For a quarter of a century, the Nddc has been at the forefront of fostering sustainable development and addressing the socio-economic challenges of the Niger Delta region, with numerous projects executed even in the most remote areas of the region. It is evident that the Nddc, led by the chairman of the board, Mr. Chiedu Ebie, and Chief Samuel Obuku, PhD, as the MD CEO, is not only making a difference, but making the difference, and has moved this great commission from days of transaction to an era of immense transformation. It is on this note, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that I invite for the welcome address a former member of the Rivers State House of Assembly, one who was appointed 4 times as Commissioner for Sports in Rivers State, where he served gallantly, leading the Rivers State sports team to many national and international sports competitions, winning medals and trophies as champions, hosting various international sports competitions, including the 2018 Wrestling Championship in Rivers State. He also served as a Commissioner for Local Government Affairs in Rivers State. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome on stage the chairman of the Nddc 25th Anniversary Planning Committee and the Niger Delta Sports Festival, a lawyer by profession, a financial guru, and seasoned administrator. Please, let's put our hands together as we welcome Alabo Honorable Boma Iyaye, Esquire, DSSRS, Executive Director, Finance and Administration of the Niger Delta Development Commission.
Let me especially thank you for all that beautiful accolades. Your Excellency, the very performing governor of Imo State. I like the way your people hail you. It shows you're very popular. Welcome, sir. Very distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma, CON. Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Imo State, the Chairman Senate Committee on Nddc, Senator Ekpenyong, my sister, the Chairman House Committee on Nddc, MD CEO and members of the 7th Governing Board of Nddc. Let me rest on the very well-established protocol being laid by the Masters of Ceremony. It is with pleasure and delight that I welcome everyone to this hospitable and epoch-making occasion. A day set aside to mark the unveiling of the 25th celebration logo of the Niger Delta Development Commission and the mascot of the Niger Delta Sports Festival. While welcoming all of us to this occasion, I want to reiterate the fact that come July 12, 2025, Nddc will be marking 25 years of creation. As I urge all of us and join us to celebrate 25 years of developmental intervention and making of a difference. This logo will be used in all official transactions of the Commission throughout the year 2025, marking the symbol of our celebration. As part of this celebration, the Commission is holding its maiden edition of the Niger Delta Sports Festival. Your Excellency, may I crave your indulgence to recognize all our ambassadors of not only Niger Delta, but ambassadors of sports from Nigeria. May you just rise Thank you. The sports festival will bring together the youths of the region, competing among themselves while representing their states. It is our modest contribution of sportsmen and women to our country, Nigeria. This we have done continuously for a very long period. Especially, we have about 60, this we have done as a region continuously for a very long time. About 60%, that's been very modest, of the athletes that represent Nigeria in international competitions are from the Niger Delta. Therefore, today, the unveiling of the mascot is historical, and it is the symbol of the games. I crave the indulgence of everyone here today to enjoy the hospitality of Imo State, and in particular, the Niger Delta region. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Please let's put our hands together for the Chairman, Central Planning Committee of the NDDC 25th anniversary and the Niger Delta Sports Festival. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I now welcome on stage to entertain us the Imo State Choral Group. Please let's put our hands together for them. Please let's keep clapping until they take the stage. Thank you. Let's welcome the Imo State Choral Group. Please put your hands together for them. Thank you so much.
Give thanks unto thee, give thanks to thee, O Lord. Give thanks to thee, O Lord, among the people. And I will sing unto thee, O Lord, among the nations, O Lord. Give thanks to thee, among the nations.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, if we may, please let's celebrate once again the Emo Choral Group. Thank you so much for adding spice to this event. After all, variety is the spice of life, and festivals are a place where we see varieties. Thank you once again. Emo Choral Group, please. Thank you for your performance. Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for the goodwill message, it is my honor to invite His Excellency, Pastor Omo Eno, Governor of Akwa Ibom State, represented here by Apostle Samuel Eka, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Akwa Ibom State on NDDC and the Breast Commission. Apostle Samuel Eka, please.
Your Excellency, the very performing governor of Imo State, let me borrow a page from the MC. And my in-law, my wife is actually from Owerri, sir. Your Excellencies and distinguished senators, members of the House of Representatives, the MD, and members of the governing board of the NDDC, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from the leader of my state, His Excellency the Governor, Pastor Umo Eno, by whose grace and privilege, as a Senior Special Assistant and appointee, I am standing here to represent him. It was just last night that he sent me a text and said, go and represent me. And 6 o'clock, 6:30, we left to you and we are here. His Excellency wasn't in a hurry to be here because he would be playing host to not just the NDDC, but to the entire Niger Delta region during the Niger Delta Festival's maiden edition that is holding sometime beginning the first week of next month. And so he said I should let you know that he's with you in the spirit and that he celebrates with the NDDC, and that when you come to Akwa Ibom State, he will express himself, what he thinks about the NDDC and the Niger Delta region. He also said I should send his greetings to his colleague governors who are here. And Your Excellency, I will let him know that I saw you. And then I think when you come to you, he will have something to say, but let me not bore you with a long speech. That I'm here in itself tells you that His Excellency cares. When you come to Akwa Ibom, he will say what he has to say more. God bless you. Let me sit by and enjoy too.
Thank you so much, representative of His Excellency Pastor Umo Eno, Governor of Akwa Ibom State, represented by Apostle Samuel Eka. Thank you so much, Special Assistant on NDDC and the Breast Commission. For our next goodwill message, I'd like to invite a woman of Timbaran caliber, the House Committee Chair on NDDC, Honorable Eriatake Ibori Swenu. Let's put our hands together for our House Committee Chair on NDDC as she comes for a goodwill message. She never walks alone. She's joined by her deputy, Honorable Leko Jafaru, and other members of the House of Representatives. Ma'am.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma, the Chairman, Progressive Governors Forum, and the performing governor. And yesterday, I also called him a confirmed roadmaster. The Deputy Governor of Imo State, my brother, the Chairman, Senate Committee
on NDDC, senators here present, my honorable colleagues, especially my deputy chairman, Honorable Leko, the Speaker of a vibrant House of Assembly, Imo State, the Chairman of the Board of NDDC, my brother, the MD, my brother as well. As you can see, I have quite a lot of brothers here. His team, his performing team, the team standing by him to transform the Niger Delta from transactional to transformational. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for this great opportunity to stand before you to witness such a historic event. And I want to say, without boring you, that I am greatly honored to be part of this. Like I said yesterday, it is so obvious that the new board have come prepared. They are project ready. There are members who understand that the Niger Delta has been in the dark for so long. And they are today here to showcase such an historic event. I want to congratulate you, the Niger Delta Development Commission. I want to congratulate all the staff of the Niger Delta Development Commission. I want to congratulate the Niger Deltans. So please, I want you to clap for yourselves as Niger Deltans as we witness such an historic event today. Because today is an affirmation that the Niger Delta is the sport hub of the nation. And I say thank you so much from all of us here and from the House of Representatives for inviting us to be here to enjoy this day with you. Thank you, and God bless. God bless Imo State, and God bless the Niger Delta, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the House Committee Chairman on NDDC. Very performing chairman, Right Honorable Eriatakes Ibori Sueno. Thank you. Thank you. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to bring to the podium the project consultant, Sir Itiako Malik Ikoko, for brief on the NDSF, Niger Delta Sports Festival. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the performing governor, Roadmaster Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State. Mokona, not make noise too much. Onwa is not only from Imo State, he's from Delta State. He himself knows. Your Excellency, am I wrong? He knows he's from Delta. The Deputy Governor, the Senator and Chairman of the Senate Committee on NDC, my dear sister, member representing Ethiopia Federal Constituency, and Chairman, Nddc Committee. The Managing Director, man with a vision, purpose, who has held my hand to ensure that this project sees the light of day, Chief Sami Ugboku, PhD, all executive directors, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, in sports, we don't talk too much. We will be playing a short documentary, and I'll go back to my seat. And before then, I would just like to announce that in the course of this, before we started, there was a logo competition, and the winner is here. I'm sure the MD will do justice to that when it comes to time. I'd like us to just pay attention for 5 minutes, and then the message on why the Niger Delta Sports Festival is vital and key for us will get the message. Thank you. I've been testing this thing for 30 minutes, 1 hour now. Technical, what's happening? Your Excellency, the Niger Delta Sports Festival is a congregation of Niger Deltans. For this first edition, 17 sports are going to take place. It is today over 11,000 persons across the 9 states have registered. It's taking place in Uyo. The reason is simple. We are determined to replace the old guard who are tired, and you can see that we no longer have new talents in the Niger Delta. This program is designed not as a competitive one, but as one that produces and nurtures new talents. And I can assure you, at the end of Uyo 2025, it will be a legacy for Nddc and an export of Nddc to Nigerians on how best to nurture talents for both the country and, of course, for the world at large. We are ready, and the Niger Delta Development Commission has provided all the necessary tools that we need to ensure this is a success. We are expecting over 4,000 athletes, coaches, and, of course, technical officials from around the country. We are not just seeking to have a competition in its name. Beyond the fact that it's also the anniversary year of Nddc, we hope that those who come out tops are going to enjoy the benefits of different coaches, programs, sponsorships, and scouting across the country and the world in general. Unfortunately, I don't know what's happening to the technical, but we do not want to keep our guests waiting. I have tried to explain the essence. The video was just to do justice to that. I hope that as we move on, we'll be able to get more input into the video. Thank you, Excellency. Thank you, MD. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Sai Chaku Maliki Bobo, consultant and co-chair, Niger Delta Sports Festival. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to invite a visionary leader, a political scientist and strategist, an extraordinary administrator, A man resolved, poised, and determined to change the NDDC from transactional to transformational. The face of Project Hope, Light Up the Niger Delta, and other projects, bringing closer the dividends of renewed hope to the region. Our dear MD and CEO, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let us make welcome Chief Samuel Ogbuku, PhD, MD, CEO, Niger Delta Development Commission.
Your Excellency, let me join others to also call you the performing governor and the roadmaster. Coming to Imo State as a commission that is also vested with the responsibility as an interventionist agency, looking at infrastructural development. We have also learned a lot interacting with you and how you went about changing the face of this city called Owerri. We are going back home enriched in knowledge and also experience that we have also learned from you as a governor and the people of Imo State. Let me thank you immensely for the hospitality you and your team have given to us since we arrived. We have not lacked anything. You always keep asking us, what else do you need and what more do you need? We really want to thank you. You have really shown that Imo State is actually the home of true hospitality. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Imo State, we also thank you for being a dependable ally to His Excellency, the Governor, and also being present in all our activities since we came in yesterday. You were also there representing the Governor during the Niger Delta Summit, Stakeholder Summit in Port Harcourt. We thank you for identifying with us too. My chairman, the Senate Committee Chairman on Nddc, who has been a friend and a brother, who has always given us all the support we needed from the National Assembly, that most times even thinks out of the box to provide solutions in some of our challenges. I recognize you, Senator Asukwo Ekpeyo. And my sister, the House Committee Chairman on Nddc, who has also been very, very supportive. And we call her the Lioness of the Niger Delta, because when she roars in the National Assembly, we always get solution. So, my sister, Honorable Iriatake Iboriswenu, you're welcome. We thank you very much. I also want to recognize members of the Senate that are here, distinguished senators, especially the senator from Imo State and other senators that are part of the Senate Committee on Nddc and the House of Reps members that are also here, who are also members of the committee. I want to thank you for being with us all through this road since yesterday, making that sacrifice for the people of the Niger Delta. The Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly, and other members of the Imo State House of Assembly. I especially recognize the Deputy Speaker, who has also been on ground working with us, showing us around too and hosting us too. Members of the Imo State Executive Council, I also want to recognize all of you, aides of His Excellency the Governor. At this point, let me recognize the representative of the Akwa Ibom State Governor and representative of other state governors that are here, the Commissioner for Sports that are here representing their various states for the Niger Delta Sports Festival. Let me, at this point, thank my team from Nddc, the chairman of the committee for the Sports Festival and the 25 years anniversary, Alabo Boma Iyaye. I want to thank you for all your hard work, putting this together and making us to have this successful program. The Executive Director, Corporate Services, our Egbon in the house, who gives us that fatherly direction, a former House of Reps member, a former SSG in Ondo State, Abegunde, Otumba, we recognize you. You can see that if we look at the team we have in Nddc, you find out that Mr. President carefully chose experienced hands. I believe when they were introducing the EDFA, some of you were wondering if he was actually somebody, maybe what you were waiting to hear was somebody that had a Harvard PhD. But you can see that with the experience he has, that can even make do for a Harvard PhD. He's an experienced administrator that the president put together, experienced legislators, people that have legislative experience and executive experience together. Well, directors of Nddc and women, youths, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to stand on the existing protocol that is well established. Well, I'm only just here to tell you the story of Nddc. Nddc at 25. We are starting this program from Imo State, where today we are launching the mascot, we are unveiling the mascot for the sports festival and the logo for the 25 years anniversary. We intend to go around various states in ensuring that almost all the states in the Niger Delta have a feel of our presence during this period of the 25 years anniversary. I haven't had this event here. The next point of call will be in Akwa Ibom, where they are hosting the sports festival. And after Akwa Ibom, we'll go to Ondo State, where we'll do the Thanksgiving service to start the 25 years anniversary proper. And after Ondo State, we'll be in Delta State, where we'll have a premiere for a movie that has been organized on behalf of for Nddc to showcase what the Niger Delta is all about. And we're also going to have a youth summit there in Delta State too. Thereafter, we'll now move to Bayelsa and Edo State and other states. Some of them will have commissionings of programs within this period. But be rest assured that we are going to come to every state to commemorate this 25 years anniversary. That is how we are going to move. But coming to 25 years of Nddc, a child that was born 25 years ago, from 1 to 13, the child is called an adolescent at the age of 13. From adolescenthood, the child now moves to adulthood. The child becomes a teenager. Adolescent to teenager, teenager to adult, adolescent to adulthood. We believe Nddc have gone through this process of being a baby to a child, to adolescent, to teenager, to adulthood. We have gone through this process. And in this process, every child is bound to make mistakes, and every child is bound to learn from their mistakes. So in these 25 years, Nddc have gone through a process of, in some cases, making mistakes and in many cases, NDDC have learned from its own mistakes. So when people cast aspersion on NDDC, condemn NDDC, people should also understand that every child has a time for making mistakes and every child has a time to learn. However, we must also ask ourselves, how did NDDC come about? NDDC was a product of agitation from the people of the Niger Delta to address problems of underdevelopment, problems of ecological challenges, and problems of environmental degradation. And in trying to address this, the federal government decided to create Nddc to cover 9 states of the region who had similar challenges. And these 9 states, as you know, they are Imo, Abia from the southeast, Ondo from the southwest, then the 6 south states, which are Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Rivers, Delta, Edo, and Cross River State. So these 9 states now make up the 9 Niger Delta states. And in addressing these issues, we must ask ourselves, what was the first thing the people agitated for? The people of the Niger Delta, at the point of agitation, when we had our youths agitating from the creeks, they were not agitating for bridges and highways in the urban areas. They were agitating for basic facilities in the communities, which were school buildings, jetties, internal roads, hospitals, and the rest of them. Because oil exploration took place in these communities. Oil exploration was not taking place in the urban areas. So those who were agitating actually called for this agitation. Let us take development to the people who actually agitated, those who lived in these rural communities, because there was now a huge rural to urban migration. So NDDC did what? NDDC started with concrete internal walkways in communities to address the sufferings of the people in those communities. NDDC started building hospitals in communities. NDDC started building classrooms in communities, 6 classroom blocks in communities supporting education. NDDC started building landing jetties in communities where they had no place to land. NDDC started with shore protection in these communities, and NDDC haven't done that. NDDC started connecting some of these communities by roads so that these communities can be interconnected to also boost commerce in these communities and these rural areas. So most of these things NDDC did at that initial period, most of these things are things that could not be seen in the urban areas. A lot of people say NDDC have not done anything, but because they don't go to those communities, and some of these people that shout, they don't even go to their villages to even see what NDDC have done in those communities. NDDC provided water too in most of these communities. So while most of those people in those communities were actually satisfied with what NDDC was doing, those in the urban areas started clamoring they have not seen anything. And I'm here to say boldly that if you go to most of our Niger Delta communities, you find out that the only government presence in most of these remote communities are NDDC projects, which NDDC took to these communities. That is part of our 25 years experience. So having done that, when people started complaining from urban areas that NDDC had not done anything, NDDC started working to how to reach out to people in the urban areas. NDDC started constructing roads in urban areas, linking communities, carrying out long kilometer network of roads in most of our urban areas, and joining local governments together to show that NDDC was working. NDDC started embarking on electrical projects that could electrify local governments. Today, we can boldly say, just last year, we commissioned a project in Ondo State, in Okitipupa, electrification project that gave light to 5 local governments that have been in darkness for 15 years. That is also one of the success of NDDC that at least will make us to celebrate 25 years of our existence existence. Last year, Nddc commissioned a project in Bayelsa that linked about 14 communities, 24 kilometers road, linking Ogbia local government and Nimbe local government, all in swamp in an area that road never existed before since the existence of those people. That is something worth celebrating. Nddc connected Ibuno local government to Eastern Obolo local government in Akwa Ibom State. A project we commissioned last year, a 600 meters bridge. That is something worth celebrating in 25 years. Nddc have done a lot. Just yesterday, we commissioned a 7.5 kilometer road in Imo State. The other day, we commissioned a 10 kilometer road linking part of the Abraka Bini Express Road. The other day, we in Port Harcourt commissioned another 7.5 kilometer road. Now, Nddc is now linking local government, linking states together, and that is where Nddc is today. But today, you come to even our urban areas in the Niger Delta. Today, take Port Harcourt, for example. You find out that all the new extensions of Port Harcourt, from Mboba area, you go to Ada George area, you go to Audley Road area, most of those roads in those areas that have opened up Port Harcourt are all Nddc projects. But because these were not celebrated, people felt Nddc was not doing anything. Nddc have been underappreciated. But we felt it is now time for us to tell our story. And in telling our story, we have to use the 25 years anniversary to tell our story. No matter how small the success is, let us celebrate it, because it is a celebration for the people of the Niger Delta region. The people of the Niger Delta need to be proud of their own. We shouldn't be the ones to be casting aspersion on what belongs to us. When others in other part of Nigeria say Nddc have failed, the people of the Niger Delta have failed, they don't understand some of the challenges we have. They keep quantifying how much you have made, but people fail to understand that the cost of constructing a road in the Delta is different from the cost of constructing a road in the northern part of Nigeria. While you scrape the surface of the road and just put mixed material and put your asphalt on some other part of this country, here in the Niger Delta, you have to spend so much to sand fill before you even talk of other areas of construction. So we must know that and start appreciating our challenges. And that is why we have the Nddc. We are not here to say we have performed 100%. We are not here to say we are perfect. Just like as I said initially, we have made mistakes. And in making these mistakes, that was what Mr. President actually realized and decided to put a team together to say we have to stop complaining, we have to stop making mistakes. And Mr. President decided to put this team together of experienced young men who are committed to the development of the Niger Delta to administer the activities of the Nddc. And to tell you, part of the instructions that was given to us by Mr. President was to ensure that we strengthen the institution called Nddc. And in strengthening the institution called Nddc, you realize that over these years, yes, when we came up with the policy of transiting from transaction to transformation, we are not saying others who were there, they were not doing well. But the system was not supported to ensure that it delivers transformation. Because one, when a system is porous, anything can happen. And what we came up with, we decided to come up with policies that will strengthen the institution called Nddc. And what are these policies? We decided to say, let us do our things through data. That is why most of our programs we carry out this period are data-based. When we said we wanted to do Project Hope, we wanted to do the youth internship scheme, everything was based on data. Data is the only thing you can use to challenge anybody. In the past, Nddc have carried out programs that you cannot really have a data of how many persons were trained and also checking the progress of those people. But right now, we decided to do everything by data. And through data, that is going to ensure that one person is not going to benefit twice. With this, you ensure that if even you are far away in Owerri, far away in Okitipupa in Ondo State, that is to say whatever that is due you, your time will come. Against the backdrop where before many persons, only few persons just keep benefiting because they have access to the Nddc headquarters in Port Harcourt. But now we're actually trying to implement what the Act says, what NDDC is all about, which means benefit shall be based on ratio of production. Based on ratio of production, and once there is data, that is to say, because I am Bayelsa, does not mean Bayelsa people will benefit more than Delta State. So since we started, everything we do, Delta State always comes first. It is done based on ratio of production. That gives satisfaction to every state. That gives satisfaction that if even your state is not producing the MD for now, whatever benefits that is due you, you must definitely get it. That brings about justice, equity, fairness, and transparency, and probity. That is what we stand for. To consolidate this, we decided to come up with the Triple T, and the Triple T, to strengthen the Triple T, NDDC, under Mr. President's guidance and directive, we decided to contact KPMG to come and design our governance advisory service for us. Governance advisory service is to ensure that NDDC has proper corporate governance structure that will guide the operations and activities of the NDDC. Now, NDDC is going into a new regime. Just to announce to all of us that KPMG have submitted its report for the governance advisory service, which the board of the NDDC graciously passed its recommendation 100% in our last governing board meeting this Wednesday. Today, KPMG and us, we have agreed that this process implementation will kick in from this month of March, and in 6 months' time, they are going to come for a posthumous evaluation to check how we are implementing it. For some other administrations, they would have probably brought this as part of the things they want to exit with, but we are not bringing this as part of the things we want to exit with. We are bringing this in because we also want to be regulated internally, and let us also be regulated externally. This will strengthen the institution called NDDC. So at the age of 25, NDDC today, we will say, has come to stay with a proper corporate governance structure to strengthen the NDDC. Meaning nobody can come to manipulate this organization anymore. Meaning nobody will come to met injustice on anybody because you are from a state and you want to oppress another state. That is to say, there's going to be probity and accountability. There's going to be equity, fairness, and justice, which the people of the Niger Delta stand for. Your Excellency, using you as a point of contact, reaching out to your brother governors that are not here, we just want to tell you that the NDDC at this point, NDDC is now matured. NDDC is now a full-fledged adult. NDDC is ready to give birth to other children. And in giving birth to other children is partnership. Partnership that will bring about development to the people of the Niger Delta. You have taken the lead by forming partnership with NDDC in so many areas. But we're not only looking at that. NDDC right now is also building partnership with also our partners. Partners, those in the IOCs. NDDC, through NDDC's partnership, that gave birth to the Ogbianembe Road, and we are trying to take a cue from that. NDDC right now is in partnership with NLNG, that is going to give birth to some of the projects like the Ka-Ataba Bridge, which we have promised that we're going to complete by ending of this year. That bridge is about 1.2 kilometers long, which is a very, very long bridge. And we are committed to finishing that project based on Mr. President's directives. NDDC and NLNG are also partnering to ensure that we construct the Bonny Ring Road. We're also partnering to also complete the Okrika-Brokri Link Bridge. We're also partnering in completing the cardiovascular and orthopedic hospital in Port Harcourt, and the other one in Cross River State that were also started. We're going to complete them and furnish them to assure that it's going to be the best orthopedic and cardiovascular hospital probably in Nigeria that we are coming up with. These are the things that NDDC is partnering to do with NLNG. So we are also open to other partnerships. Other IOCs are also trying to contact us to see how they can partner to carry out projects in areas of their operations, which we are also open to. We are also in discussion with Chevron to see how we can also construct the Madino to Escravos bridge, a road which is about 64 kilometers long with several bridges. That bridge and road, once constructed, is going to open up the Niger Delta to the blue economy to the Atlantic Ocean. So these are the challenges that NDDC is undertaking. So in 25 years, you all agree with me that NDDC is not a failed organization. But we have decided to be telling our stories. We have decided to be telling people what we are doing. We have decided not to hide all those of our small successes anymore. Every little achievement we have, we are going to celebrate it. All of you will attest to the fact that our Operation Light Up the Niger Delta has been very, very successful, which has also reduced criminality in the region and have also brought peace in this region. It is a program that we are also going to continue, because we cannot stop at this point, because many communities, they also need that illumination. So, Your Excellency, now going to the sports festival. The sports festival is also an avenue to create regional integration. Regional integration to bring us together, because we're all united by our common challenges. And those challenges that have united us, let us also bring our people together. Let us start seeing ourselves as brothers and sisters. Let us not only compete amongst ourselves, but let us know that we can do better than others. Now, the difference between the sports festival and the National Sports Festival is this. For the National Sports Festival, you all agree with me that people bring in mercenaries from other states to compete for their states. But for the Niger Delta Sports Festival, for you to compete for Imo State, you must come from Imo State. All those are going to be checked. And it is not for professionals, it is for amateurs. So that we use the opportunity to cultivate young talents that will also represent this region and their various states at the national level and international level. That is the difference between the Niger Delta Sports Festival and the National Sports Festival, where you really cultivate athletes from the states, not mercenaries coming from other states to compete for those states. That is going to be one of the success. And we are assuring you that with the team we have put together as consultants consulting for us, they are going to do a very, very good job. Imagine 11,000 athletes competing in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. People from different states, thousands of people from different states coming together under one umbrella called Nddc. That will be the first time Nddc states, Niger Delta people will be coming together to stay as one people to create a very, very strong force in Nigeria. From there will be cross-pollination. People can even get married among themselves there to create proper regional integration. So, well, all these are born out of the renewed hope of Mr. President, bringing hope to the people of the Niger Delta. And Imo State, they are even the luckiest, because the first bat of the renewed hope was the president giving hope back to the people of Imo State. By re-electing him, the Imo State people re-electing him as the governor of Imo State. That was the first product of renewed hope, giving hope to the people of Imo State. And for us in NDDC, we are also, within this period, commissioning projects which we call the NDDC dividends of renewed hope of Mr. President. Because these projects we are commissioning are projects that Mr. President initiated in his own time with NDDC, and NDDC is carrying out these projects, commissioning them, making the people to understand that NDDC under Mr. President is not the same NDDC that used to abandon projects. This NDDC right now starts and finishes projects. I want to thank you very much for listening to me. At this point, I want to call on the winner of the Niger Delta Sports Festival Team Logo Challenge, Mr. Elo Akose, to come up, because we did not just pick a logo for a logo or mascot for the anniversary. We allowed people to compete. so that from what people designed, we got the best. So I think this is the young man that challenge. Congratulations. And this is a prize for the young man for winning the logo challenge. So, Your Excellency, thank you for the time. Thank you for honoring us with your presence. May God bless the people of Imo State. God bless the people of Niger Delta. God bless Mr. President, and God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Please a round of applause for the Managing Director and CEO, Niger Delta Development Commission. A man who is committed to the development of this region. A man who is translating the Nddc from transactions to transformations. Our own dear ambassador. Once more, a round of applause for him. MD, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for your level of commitment. Thank you. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to bring the troop from Cross River State to once again entertain His Excellency and the audience. My Fyong Entertainment. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together for My Fyong Entertainment. Let's clap for the echo all the way from Cross River State. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please let's put our hands together for the echo of the My Fyong Entertainment. Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, sports has always been a unifying force, inspiring hope, passion, and excellence. Today, as we unveil the Niger Delta Sports Festival ambassadors and mascot, we take a bold step in celebrating talent and promoting regional unity. These ambassadors represent the spirit of resilience, strength, and determination that define our people. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have the singular honor and privilege to invite for his speech the Chairman, Senate Committee on Nddc, distinguished Senator Asukwo Ekpeyong. Please let's put our hands together for him as he takes the stage. Of course, he's accompanied by other senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Your Excellency, the performing governor of Imo State, distinguished Senator Hope, the road is good, Uzodima, Chairman Progressive Governors Forum, Chairman Southeast Governors Forum, Chairman Niger Delta Development Commission Advisory Council, and so on and so forth, CON. We can continue this, but the day is long spent. Distinguished senators here present, the majority whip of the 10th Senate, Senator Osita Ungu, representing Enugu West. Senator Patrick Indubweze, a homeboy, representing Imo North, Chairman of the committee, the Senate Committee on Steel Development, and the Vice Chairman of the Senate Committee on Nddc. Senator Francis Ezenwa, the actual host senator, representing Imo East, and Chairman, Senate Committee on Naseni. The House Committee Chairman on Nddc, my sister, Honorable Eritake Ibori Suenu. Members of the House of Representatives here gathered, the Deputy Governor of Imo State, the Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly, and members of the Imo State House of Assembly, the Board Chairman of Nddc, the Managing Director, the Executive Directors, rest of management and staff, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to stand here before you today as we unveil the Nddc at 25 logo and the mascot for the upcoming sports festival, both symbolic representations of the Commission's impact and its ongoing commitment to the development of the Niger Delta. I would like to begin by expressing my most profound appreciation to His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his steadfast commitment to the progress of the Niger Delta through the renewed Hope Agenda. His leadership continues to inspire and drive meaningful change in the region. As the region responsible for most of Nigeria's foreign exchange earnings, its development must reflect its immense contributions to our national economy. I also extend my gratitude to His Excellency, the President of the Nigerian Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, my esteemed colleagues in the Senate, and particularly the rest of the members of the Senate Committee on the Niger Delta Development Commission for their unwavering dedication to advancing the interests of the region. The Nddc has over the years played a crucial role in shaping the region's future through strategic projects and initiatives. in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and youth development. The unveiling of this milestone logo is a testament to the Commission's enduring impact, and the sports festival mascot underscores the importance of unity, youth engagement, and community spirit in fostering regional integration. As chairman of the Senate Committee on the NDDC, my colleagues and I remain committed to ensuring effective oversight of the Commission's operations. Our collective goal is to see the NDDC fulfill its mandate and drive sustainable development across the Niger Delta region. The Nigerian Senate will continue to work closely with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration to achieve a prosperous and thriving Niger Delta, one that reflects the aspirations of its people. Mr. President, on your mandate, we shall continue to stand. Abasi Odiong, Imo State, Abasi Odiong, Niger Delta region, Abasi Odiong, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and may the next 25 years lead to unparalleled development and peace in the Niger Delta region. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Senate Committee Chair on NDDC, Senator Asuko Ekpeyong, escorted by other senators of the NDDC Committee. Thank you so much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, over the past 25 years, the NDDC has been instrumental in implementing numerous projects aimed at improving infrastructure, healthcare, education, and overall economic development in the Niger Delta region. While the exact number of completed projects is extensive, the Commission continues to prioritize capital projects to ensure tangible benefits for the communities it serves. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to crave your indulgence as we screen a short docu-series titled NDDC at a Glance. Media, please. Sincere apologies for unavailability on that docu-series. We'll now invite the consultant again, Sir Ichako Ikpopo.
Your Excellency, very quickly, because we know time is fast spent, the MD CEO, I'd like to respectfully invite the festival ambassadors chosen specifically for their roles and commitments while the mascot gets ready immediately. First, we have Efiowan Ekpo from Cross River State to please mount the podium. A round of applause for her. She's the festival ambassador for Cross River State.
Efiowan Ekpo. Born in January 1984 from Cross River. For several years, Ifeoluwa was a solid pillar in the midfield of Nigeria's senior national women's team, the Super Falcons. Her skills, energy, and commitment saw her as part of the team to the USA 2003 FIFA Women's World Cup, the Athens 2004 Olympic Games, the Warri 2006 Africa Women's Championship, the China 2007 FIFA Women's World Cup, and the Beijing 2008 Olympic Games. Igbo has the honor of the 2006 African Women Championship in her kitty.
Next is Emmanuel Amunike. He's the ambassador for Imo State.
The crunch time of the Tunisian 1994 Africa Cup of Nations was exceedingly dramatic. The other three opponents in the semi-finals looked very formidable. The Super Eagles appeared to be spent as Ivory Coast dragged into penalty shootout and 2-2 at regulation time. Thankfully, they won 4-2. In the other semi-final, Zambia thrashed Mali 4-0 to set up a final with Nigeria. Not only were their players young and fit, they seemed to have been incensed by the spirit of their late brothers who passed on in the unfortunate air crash before the tournament, and the sympathy and support of the world was with them. Faced with such odds, Coach Clemens Vesterhoff only kept repeating one line, "I have a joker." In his selection for the final, he introduced Emmanuel Amunike.
Next is Patience Igbiti. Supergirl. Super champion from Edo State. She is the ambassador for a round of applause for her, please.
Patience Igbiti presents us with one of the most compelling stories of the power of sport.
Shehu Ogunkoya from Ondo State.
Shehu Ogunkoya. Born in Akure, Ondo State, Shehu Ogunkoya launched his international career with a silver medal at the Sydney 1996 World Junior Championships. He confirmed his prowess with 2 gold medals in the Africa Athletics Championship in Yaoundé 1996. And
representing
Dakar,
Ondo State. Next is Blessing Oborodudu. Your Excellency, she will wrestle you to the ground.
Blessing Oborodudu.
She will wrestle you to the ground. She's the ambassador for Bayelsa State.
And currently
Blessing Oborodudu. A round of applause for her, please.
Wrestler.
Champion of champions.
National laurels.
Ambassador for Bayelsa State.
Her game with a bronze medal in the 59 kilograms at the Casablanca 2009 Africa Wrestling Championships and proceeded from 2010 to
Next is Tamunosiki Atoridibo, River State Ambassador.
Tamunosiki Atoridibo. In 2002, a young man from Okrika, River State, surprised the world when he broke Darryl Brown's world youth record in 100 meters and set a new one. His name is Tamunosiki Atoridibo. Brown, a Jamaican who trained in the US, is a 4-time silver medalist in the World Athletics Championships, but Tamuno's record
Next is Victor Ikpeba, the Prince of Monaco.
Victor Nosa Ikpeba. When Ikpeba started football as a kid and featuring in the Principals Cup competition for secondary schools in Benin and Sapele, no one knew.
Your Excellency, 2 of our ambassadors are not here. Ambassador for Abia, Kano Wankwo, and the ambassador for Akwa Ibom State, and Nefiok Ene, who is in Saudi Arabia, but he will be around for the festivals. I present to you, Your Excellency, the ambassadors for the Sports Festival 2025, Uyo. Now, the video usual, quickly 2 minutes of the mascots so that he can come in for a formal presentation. Quickly.
Sala mo spend na pake na le mo. Ai da mo yimo for me mege ye ba na si wole. Sala kiri wale yo minio. E ke ti ma do ne ma bo.
Your Excellency, I present to you the mascot for the Niger Delta Sports Festival, simply referred to as Bros. Simply referred to as Bros. Symbolic of a whale, the biggest mammal in the ocean, gentle, giant, very caring, and has a lot of purpose to which symbolizes the Niger Delta spirit. And we are presenting to you very quickly the mascot of the festival and the ambassadors. I hereby present. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Excellency, I told them your time is up. They said they wanted to take a picture with you and the MD. You can come. Oh yeah, come back, come back, come back. Mascot. And the MD. Sorry. Patience is a strong. Clap for Patience Ikbiti. She's too much. She be weightlifter. She's won many. She's a weightlifter. At 6, she got polio and said she will not stay down for the rest of her life. So she says, no, let's slap it down, Your Excellency, because of her. Go down. Please, Your Excellency, sorry. MD, please join them. The Senate Committee Chairman and House Committee Chairman, I think. Yes. The Chairman of the occasion, please. The Chairman of the committee, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please a round of applause for our ambassadors. Thank you. Thank you. A round of applause for the legends. Thank you. Cameraman, please, you may leave the stage. Thank you very much. Thank you. A round of applause for our legends. Please, a resounding round of applause for our legends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate 25 years of NDDC's commitment to growth and development of the Niger Delta region. This milestone reflects years of impactful projects, community empowerment, and regional transformation. As we unveil the 25th anniversary logo, we honor the past and embrace the future with renewed dedication. With great pleasure, I invite our esteemed guest of honor, the Governor of Imo State, Onwandimo, His Excellency Senator Hope Uzodimma, to deliver his keynote address and thereafter unveil the logo.
Please sit down, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, ably represented by Apostle Samuel Ekan, and representatives of other governors of the oil-producing states in our midst. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Imo State, Lady Chinyere Ekomaro, PhD, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Niger Delta Development Commission, Distinguished Senator Asuko Ebeyon, and the other distinguished senators with him, particularly my own senators, starting from distinguished Senator Ezenwoye Ushi, whose constituency we are hosting this event, distinguished Senator Patrick Ndubeze, and our dear brother, the senator from Enugu State. The Chairman House Committee on Nddc, the Lioness, Right Honorable Eriteke Ibori Swen, his Vice Chairman or her Vice Chairman, and other members of the House of Representatives, serving and non-serving members in our midst. The Speaker, Imo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Chike Olemwe, and other members and the leadership of Imo State House of Assembly in our midst. The Chairman, Nddc Governing Board, Chief Chedu Ebie, and other members of the board, including the Managing Director and CEO, Chief Samuel Oboku, PhD. The Executive Directors and the entire management of Nddc that are here in Imo State today, celebrating with us. The Secretary to the Government of Imo State, Chief Cosmos Iwu, the Chief of Staff to the Governor, Barrister Nnamdi Anyehe, the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Imo State, Barrister COC Akolisa, and other members of Imo State Expanded Executive Council. I want to recognize the representative of Imo State in the board of Nddc, Honorable Dr. Kirian Uchebu. The staffs and other members of Nddc, both at the state level and at the headquarters. Distinguished leaders and stakeholders, dignitaries and personalities in our midst, including the chairmen of local government councils in Imo State, the chairman of Southern Nigerian Traditional Rulers Council, His Royal Highness SCI Lomaya CON, Your Royal Highnesses, invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, may I, on behalf of the government and people of Imo State, most heartily welcome to Owerri, the entire federal delegation from Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's GCFR, the Honorable Minister who was here with us yesterday for regional development, the Board and Management of Niger Delta Development Commission, for the unveiling of the new logo of this interventionist agency. I'm particularly very pleased that this landmark ceremony is taking place in Imo State. It signifies for many of us a new beginning, that at last Imo State is now safe and peaceful and has resumed its pride of place as the hospitality capital of the Southeast. Let me begin by congratulating the Nddc on its 25th anniversary. To have remained afloat for 25 years is not a mean achievement. It is your effort and to your credit that the board and management of Nddc has weathered the storm of conflicting political interests and bickerings here and there for 25 years, and you are still standing. There's something very significant and symbolic about Nddc. In 1999, when we resumed the Third Republic, the legislation that established Nddc in 2001 is called the People's Legislation, because this legislation was conducted and concluded by National Assembly. And when it was taken for assent to the then president, he declined assent. And it remains, and it is only the legislation that got an override from 1999 to today. So this legislation is the people's legislation. So the mandate of Nddc, it is the people's mandate. So let nobody pretend about it. It is a commission that is very dear to our heart. It is an act that relaxed the agitation in the Niger Delta. That act gave confidence and hope to the people of Niger Delta. That act boosted our crude oil production from nearly below 800,000 to over 2 million barrels a day. So for me, Nddc stands as a treasure for the people of Niger Delta and all shoreline states across the Niger Delta Formation. I was very privileged yesterday to commission a road constructed by Nddc in our state, Imo. And I was really elated that the agency is not only living up to its mandate, but are also collaborating with our state in our various developmental initiatives. In the last 5 years, this administration has not only been intentional in its infrastructural rejuvenation, but it has gone a step forward towards industrialization of our state through a sustainable and well-intentioned development plan. But with the presence of Nddc and the willing partnership, there is no gainsaying the fact that the joy of our people will now be complete. Let me say here that in less than 2 years of the advent of the current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, the renewed hope agenda has gained traction across all facets of national economy, resulting in the breathtaking speed with which government agencies are delivering on their mandate. It is noteworthy that Nddc does not want to be left behind. As a matter of fact, I think it's one of the leading agencies determined to bring the renewed hope agenda to fruition within record time. Indeed, with more than 10,000 projects successfully facilitated and executed by Nddc in the 9 benefiting states since 2001, it is obvious that this agency has come to stay. I must therefore salute the board and management for this renewed vigor, which is in tandem with the manifesto of our great party, the largest and strongest party in black and white Africa, the All Progressive Congress. In the past, Nddc and its supervising ministry were embroiled in many unsavory controversies, ranging from uncompleted projects, abandoned projects, non-payment of contractors, and questionable expenditures. And this acted as a major drawback in the realization of the core mandate of the Commission. But indeed, I have seen an ample evidence to convince even doubting Thomases that the present Nddc, under the watch of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, truly means business. As it is, you are already rewriting the narrative of the Niger Delta region. We are now in the golden era of less noise, more action. The numerous projects we are commissioning so far speaks volumes of your proactive approach to tackling the peculiar challenges of the Niger Delta region. So I'm very, very happy to observe that things are turning around for the better. The regional minister, the Minister for Regional Affairs, Engineer Momo, the board of Nddc, and the management of Nddc, all appointees of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, deserves a commendation for this turnaround. I urge you to sustain the tempo. The unveiling of the new logo and mascot for the first Niger Delta Sports Festival First of all, I must commend you for this creative thinking. It is not only about sports. It is not only about competition. It is not only about talent hunt. It is a master stroke for engaging our young boys and girls. It will reduce crime. It will change our way of reasoning our lives. It will bring a new thinking to our youth population. So I therefore commend you very strongly for this wonderful milestone in your determined effort to serve the people of Niger Delta and indeed the entire country, Nigerians, better. Let this new logo reflect your renewed commitment to greater services. Let it also spur you to more service delivery anchored on accountability, probity, and transparency. Let the new logo lead to an unwavering commitment to execute your mandate satisfactorily. For us, the governors of Nddc states, we stand committed to the success of the agency. As I mentioned in one of the stakeholders' meetings in Delta State recently, the mandate of Nddc, as it concerns infrastructural development, is complementary to the constitutional duties of the state. We are not in competition. We are partners in progress. Our goal is the same. It means that we can never impede the job of Nddc in our state. We must show hands of friendship. We must show support. We must encourage the management of Nddc to do more. Because the success of Nddc is the success of our people. We encourage you as a board to also liaise with the states, be on the same page, complement each other, work towards ensuring that we don't duplicate projects. Allow the communities to work with you and the government for needs assessment. So our projects we execute are real projects that will bring value to the people and projects that are needed by the people. In so doing, not only that you will be supported and be encouraged, the grassroots support you will get will be unbelievable. The benefiting communities who have been given this privilege to identify their problems and needs will continue to be grateful to you. They will continue to enjoy the support and the intervention of Nddc to the fullest. I must say here, on behalf of the Advisory Council of Nddc, made up of the 9 governors of the 9 states, of which I'm the chairman, that we have confidence on the present board and management of Nddc. Once again, let me congratulate you on this milestone of unveiling of a new logo. Let me also congratulate you for your renewed vigor in service delivery. I will continue to thank you once more on behalf of the government and people of Imo State for choosing Imo State for this very important ceremony. Thank you for the recognition and thank you for the honor done to our state. May God bless all of us as I proceed to unveil the logo. Thank you.
respectfully invite to accompany His Excellency to unveil this logo, the Chairman Senate Committee on Nddc, the Chairman House Committee on Nddc, the MDCEO of Nddc, Executive Directors of Nddc, Her Excellency the Deputy Governor of Imo State, the Speaker, Imo State House of Assembly, and the representative of the Akwa Ibom State Governor. And of course, they will be guided by the chairman of the Central Planning Committee of the 25th anniversary of the Nddc. His Excellency has just unveiled the 25th anniversary logo of the Niger Delta Development Commission. This 25th anniversary logo symbolizes not only a celebration of past achievements, but also a reaffirmation of our commitment to the continuous development and prosperity of the Niger Delta. As we reflect on our journey, we also look forward to a future filled with renewed dedication and collaborative efforts to uplift our region. Thank you very much. Please let's put our hands together for His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State. And of course, he has been decorated with the anniversary logo lapel pin by the MDCEO of the Nddc, Chief Samuel Obuku, PhD. The Governor of Imo State, His Excellency Senator Hope Uzodimma, is hereby the first to have the anniversary logo lapel pin on him. The MDCU has been decorated by the Chairman Planning Committee, Central Planning Committee of the anniversary, and of course, he will decorate the Senator Asukwo Ekpeong, Senate Committee Chairman on Nddc. The House Committee Chairman on Nddc will also be decorated. All dignitaries will be decorated with this 25th anniversary logo lapel pin. This kicks off the celebrations and commemoration of Nddc at 25. Board members will be decorated. Other senators and House of Representative members will be decorated. The chairman of the CPC will be doing this task.
You've been watching a live program taking place in Owerri, Imo State, where the Nddc has unveiled its 25th anniversary logo and has launched the mascot for the first Niger Delta Sports Festival. The mascot, known as Bros, signifies a whale and is meant to celebrate the patience and gentle nature of the Niger Delta area. While unveiling the blue, green and white logo of the 25th anniversary of the Nddc, Special Guest of Honor, Governor Hope Uzodimma, says the Nddc has made tremendous progress in tackling the challenges of the Niger Delta area in line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Renewed Hope initiative.